I wanted to talk about transparency, autonomy, and trust, and my general philosophy about how to click with clients. In big box stores, you're gonna see all kinds of deals and sales and deductions for whatever reasons. And oh, you're a new client, you're gonna get whatever for free, like a face feed funny for free, or 50% off of this because it's 4th of July, whatever. While I find deals like this can be beneficial to an extent, I don't really recommend these as deductions from your labor. First, let's go back to trust, transparency, and autonomy. First, I want to talk about transparency. Once you get into the habit of letting your clients know how you go about grooming, like specifying, like, okay, I groom doggies one-on-one, no other doggies, no cages, no cage dryers, no restraints, like I don't use grooming loops, whatnot, then that's going to give them a better understanding of what kind of experience their doggy and they are going to get with you. And it's going to help you stand out from the crowd and click with clients who are looking for the same thing, as opposed to, I'm grooming doggies and this is free. You really need transparency. For example, if a client comes to you, they are first timers, they seem to be a little bit anxious about their doggy because it's a puppy, they don't know how the doggy behaves, send them an image or a video. Video is even better. After the drop off, like you had the meet and greet, you got comfortable with the doggy got comfortable with you, and you already have a trust building up. Send them videos after they left, how the doggy behaves, like it comes to you, it's wagging its tail, not hiding under a table. And so you can build that trust even further after the client is not with you. And this transparency, that you're not torturing the doggies, you're not using crazy loops, whatnot, will help your human clients to get comfortable with you, and even your canine clients, because who wants to be restrained for a massage or a spa day? So it really comes down to how you present yourself before the client meets with you and after the client meets with you and after they leave the doggy with you. So transparency is a key in building trust with a client, especially for first timers, but I still like to send images, even videos sometimes, to returning clients, because it's nice to see that even after the second, third, or 15th time, their doggy is still comfortable with me and is excited to meet my kitty cats and Team Tiny, the small doggies I have. So it's fun, and it gives an extra layer, an even better experience for the clients. So being transparent on your website and in person and after they leave the doggy with you helps you huge. Now, these were the positive, desired outcomes. Whenever a doggy is not cooperative, I definitely want to send them a video about it. For example, in case the doggy wiggles like crazy, then I put the camera on a tripod or to the camera holder or phone holder on my table, and I send them a video about how the doggy is doing. Because there is no better way to keep clients or get clients to understand how hard it would be to work on a doggy that is not cooperating. That video tells you everything and tells them everything. So you can say to them like, hey, this is Fluffy. And you can be transparent about this. That's why I love nonviolent communication, because you can express yourself in a way that the clients will be more open, as opposed to shutting down or getting defensive. Like if you tell them, like, hey, this is a clear observation about your dog's behavior. Like Fluffy did crocodile turns and rolls on the table, or Fluffy could not sit still on the table, or Fluffy did not want to lay down or have me hold his paw. Not like Puppy or Fluffy was a bad dog today, or any other labels. You want the doggy's behavior in a clear observation format. You can look it up in the nonviolent communication workbook and handouts what they have. I'm not going to get into this in this video, but you can be transparent even on undesired behavior. So your clients will be open to resolving that as opposed to shutting down or getting defensive. So transparency can happen this way for desired and undesired behaviors. And another thing I wanted to talk about is autonomy. You want to present your services and philosophy to clients in a way that they feel free to choose and they don't feel lured or they don't feel talked into getting a deal from you. That's why I don't like deals. The only deals I do is periodically new clients get a free meet and greet. That's all. Free 15 minutes meet up with me. No haircut, no nothing. It's just a meet and greet to talk about what they are looking for, to take a look at their doggy, how it's behaving, how it's communicating with me, with them, whether we can be a good match for each other or not. And that's all. I don't do 4th of July sales or New Year's sales, nothing like that, because once they click with your philosophy, they will see the value and they're not going to need any discounts. Once, for example, you just started out and want to get new clients, getting in sooner because your calendar is more open is a discount in itself. Like someone needs a haircut, you can get in them faster, amazing, great. That's an advantage that you can play with as opposed to with salons where they are booked like insane, like 4, 6, 8, 10 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. They're not taking new clients. So it's very important to understand the value of what you're providing and set the bar very high when it comes to quality and experience, because once you do that, the value of your work goes up, up, up. Even if the haircut wouldn't stand at a dog grooming show or competition, mine certainly wouldn't stand. Let me tell you that, because I do the shaggy looking, adorable, not the super sharp, rounded head and things like that. I couldn't even do a Bichon head like super rounded. I've been practicing and doing doodle faces and heads and bodies for so long that I couldn't do it really. And so whatever you immerse yourself in, you get proficient in. And I highly recommend you to go after quality that your clients are looking for, because getting trophies in competitions doesn't do much in meeting needs for the dog or for yourself for that matter, because you can be an expert in your field without getting trophies or medals or whatever they give out. And the most important thing, in my opinion, is meeting your doggy clients' needs, your human clients' needs, and your needs in a way that your profession will be beneficial for them and will be rewarding financially and physically and emotionally for you. So if you can mix and match these in a way that it balances out everyone's needs, I think that's the ikigai, the Japanese concept of joyful life or something that translates to it. And I think that's the goal that if you go after, you will live the life you'd like, and not when you are chasing trophies and you can get them collect dust on the shelf with doggies getting hooked up on grooming tables and not enjoying the haircut, or clients not seeing their doggies as joyful by getting their haircut. So I think that helps huge. And so this was autonomy. Don't talk your clients into their services. You don't have to sell them anything. If you think that the doggy needs more than they are signed up for because of code quality or behavior, or they need less, then be transparent about it. Tell them like, hey, your doggy is matted here and here and here. And you tell them, you can even draw an image. I have mat maps and I show it, I draw on it, and I tell them on the situation, like, okay, the whole neck is so matted that I will have to go very short there, like 1/8 of an inch short. So here's the deal. Humanly, it is not possible to demat that area because it hasn't got brushed enough. and I'm not putting them in it. I'm just saying that it hasn't got brushed enough, or it's too tangled to be brushed out. So I'm trying to separate the owner from the task so they will be more open. And so I tell them like, hey, this is the situation, and this is what I can do. And if you'd like, you can get a second opinion. I'll always tell them this, especially when it comes to short shave, or partial short shave, because I want the client to be confident and decide. And if they want to go somewhere else, they can totally go ahead and do it, because I much rather have a client leave without a haircut or even a face fit funny than have a client feel like I talked them into something. And with this philosophy, you're not gonna have a problem filling your calendar at all, if that's your worry hearing about this, because transparency and autonomy, and the two combined, is very rare nowadays. Everyone wants to make a sale and get more clients and increase revenue. And I'm not about decreasing revenue at all, but I want my clients to feel confident and willing. That's the same philosophy like when I work with dogs. I want the dog to be willingly cooperative with me. And that's why I'm not giving in to working for someone else in a big box store when there are other 5 groomers in the same room and making every single dog crazy, and you need to use loops and hooks and whatever to keep the doggies on the table safely. So I took several steps back, and I customized the business setup in a way that it fits the doggies, the clients, and my needs without compromising the schedule. So clients love it. They are so looking forward to these. And there are tons of clients out there because it's so rare these days. Everybody just wants to push stuff on them. Like buy this and buy that and buy this and buy that. And they are so overwhelmed that whenever they find someone who will be clear with them, like, hey, this is what I found. This is what I suggest, because I'm an expert in the field. I'm not putting that at the end, but they know what I'm and how I present it. They understand like, okay, this chick knows what she's talking about. And I give them the autonomy to choose whether they want to go with me or with someone else. And if they go with me, awesome. And I will back that up. I will send them images. I will send them videos that, okay, your doggy's hair by the neck was so very matted, and here is the proof. And I show them how the hair just falls down after the shave, and it's holding there like sheepskin. And this is building trust like insane. And I tell them like it's the reason for this is for building trust, to help you understand that what I predicted become true. And so you can understand that when I say that the dog is matted, then you can believe me that it was matted. And you can easier digest a shorter trim, a sportier trim, as opposed to when you just get a doggy in and then you surprise them with a very short trim at the pickup, and then they brought a very poofy dog to you, got no information. They're going to get a short shave and they will freak out and leave a review that will not build your business. So transparency and trust building in this aspect are very, very important, and will bring you loads of clients because people are looking forward to the information to make an informed decision. Helping them make an informed decision is incredibly beneficial for your business because it will show that you know what you're talking about. It will give them the autonomy and it will build trust. So these just combine together so well, and it will help you to build up a clientele that will stick with you, and they will become returning clients, not just like, oh, I tried this chicken. Oh my word. No, never again. I will keep looking. So it helps huge. It helps tremendous. And building trust as the last one to talk about, it's very, very helpful if you whatever you predict, you back up with images, videos, and whatever you promise, you keep it. So for example, staying on schedule is very, very beneficial. If you have any delay, let them know as early as you can. Like a doggy gets dropped off and I'm 5, 10, 15 minutes late. I will let the next doggy's owners know as soon as possible so they can count on it. Like, could you please wait in the car until this doggy gets picked up? It should be done at this time and I will be with you as soon as possible. And And it will help for the client to feel respected and considered. And it will help you to keep the schedule smoother even when shit hits the fan. And it will help you tremendously to keep a relationship with your clients that they will cherish and you will cherish, and they will feel respected and considered, and you will feel respected and considered. Because once you respect their time and show that you care, even if you are in delay, everyone knows that working with animals is just like working with kids. Sometimes there is delay. If you take a kid to an ear, nose, throat clinic and the exam doesn't go as well as you were hoping for, then there's going to be a little delay, and the next client have to wait a little. So, and sometimes it goes faster. So you can let them know like, oh, I got done sooner with this doggy. So if you want, you can come 30 minutes earlier. So it's going to be easier on you with the traffic. And so you can keep a relationship with your clients and build trust in multiple ways. And I think it is a critical aspect, not just handling them as numbers and clients, and having a nice setup. And again, it's alone should be a separate video, and I will likely make one to how to stay friendly and stay in the loop with your clients. So you're going to understand, you're going to remember the name, remember the doggy's name. Like, you have to have a very nice CRM, customer relation management system, a software to keep your clients information in. So you're going to have an understanding of the owner's name, the doggy's behavior, haircut info, everything. And you need to make the communication personalized. Like if you're sending them a text message, then you will need to use their name, the doggy's name, and you need to know who is who. So you need to save their profile in your phone. So you're going to understand when you get a phone call, you don't see 512, whatever. You're going to see Karen and Fluffy. And you can say when you're picking up the phone, you can say, hi, Karen, how is Fluffy doing? How can I help you? And it's totally different than, oh, this is a Fluffy spa and how can I help you? They already know. You don't have to worry about remembering everyone's name, but saving their information in a way that will help you remember and keep things nicely organized will help you tremendously to build trust and keep the relationship in a level that they feel cared for, and they are actually cared for, not just feel like that, but they are actually cared for, and you know their information and you can pull it up. And you don't have to have an amazing memory. I certainly do not have an amazing memory, but I manage, and I have support like the app, and I have my little system, the way I save phone numbers in my phone, and my little phrases, how I contact clients. Like I had this little addition like belly rubs to Fluffy at the end of every single email or text message. And so it makes them smile, and they deliver the belly rubs, and they will remember like doing another belly rub at home just out of the blue. They remember, the groomer usually asks for a belly rub to be sent to my doggy. And then they might realize like, oh, my doggy needs a haircut. But it's just a generous, gentle little way to let them know that you care, and kind of remind them in their everyday life that you exist, and then you are there to help them. And hey, kitty cat. And so it's very helpful to have a way to set up a way or keep it a habit to organize your clients' informations and communicate to them in a way that they will feel cared for, and they will feel like you remember, and then you do remember. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about these 3 super important things that came to my mind, and I wanted to share these with you as food for thought, and help you hopefully implement these in your business so people will feel like you care and you actually do. And because sometimes it can be hard to get it across like you actually do care, and even if you do. So I hope it helps with making it a little step-by-step thing to keep in mind, how to offer services, and how to share information on your website. So clients will click with you, and then they will come and visit your store and become a returning customer. If you have any questions, as always, do not hesitate to reach out. I'm there for you and happy to help.